This is the Camarillo fire, and it's just burning out of control. They're evacuating those homes right there, right now.
But you know, with fire, you just don't know. They got the fire resources there. The firefighters are on the ground.
Last checkup with the fire team, they said they had 0% containment. They're afraid it's going to burn from there right to the ocean.
I was trying to get a little bit closer that you could really see how close those trees are to those homes. That's going to be the problem. If those flames jump and get onto those bushes on those property lines, that's going to get very close to homes, and then they could get fire into the eaves, and then you have structure fires. And that's what those firefighters are really doing. Life, property are the two things that they're really concerned about. But again, though, this fire behavior this afternoon, always unpredictable, but we can at least get an idea where it's going to go, how this is going to go, just by the wind directions and what we've seen this afternoon. This is going to be the head of the fire up over here. Again, you can see a lot of open flame up over in this area. This part of the fire, this front part of the fire really has no place to run to, because over here, this is all burned. All this fuel has been absorbed. So, though it might be putting out a lot of smoke, might be scary for any of the neighbors or people in that area, this area right here, they'll probably just let that burn out because it's got no place to go. But the embers are what's going to be the problem. You can just follow that smoke line, and you can see how it drops them down inside these neighborhoods, and that's where the hot spots are, and that's where the problems are. And again, this is going to be the pretty much the behavior and the pattern for all afternoon. You know, we were talking earlier about how they grounded the fixed wings. We know for a fact, we've actually seen it. We've seen CAL FIRE up here flying. It is basically what they call the observer ship, or the air boss. They're up here. They've been basically flying, just kind of doing their loops around, looking at what's going on, where the hot spots are, what the behavior is, probably looking at the same thing we're seeing with the smoke and the pattern. We haven't seen any of the dropping aircraft, though, and that's what we really need out here. As soon as these winds slow down enough, I'm sure they're going to start bringing out the bigger tankers that are going to drop that retardant. Again, though, these hot spots in between the homes, they probably, unless that fire gets right up on that house, they're not going to be dropping right there. They're going to let this. They're going to let the helicopters, the rotor wing water dropping aircraft come in here and drop right there. Also, they have a lot of ground crews, and you can see them walking.
It's getting very close to those houses. Oh, how scary!
With lines, and they're ready. And you can see these guys aren't putting water.
I don't know how many houses are up to now that have been damaged or just totally destroyed by this fire, but
so there'll be no fuel here later on, and then they know that they can move on to the next spot. Again, though, the area that is going to pretty much be behind us, that's where we're going to be watching. This is the area that the firefighters, the CAL FIRE guys, and all the aerial assets are going to try